Witajcie bardzo serdecznie w 32 odcinku Let's Play Gra o Tron. Dobrze, udajemy się na tą ucztę, tak? Bo już dawno nie grałem, nawet nie pamiętam.
Well, young lady, how did this happen? Are you any better?
Yes, Maester Martin made me drink a brew and the pains have disappeared. I must thank you. He told me that if I should rest and avoid any unnecessary effort, then everything should be well.
Magnificent. I'm so relieved. You may stay here as long as you please and relax at your leisure.
I thank you.
No, do not mention it. It is a real honor to receive you at Castlewood. Please, I beg of you, come sit with me at my table.
No, jak to się dalej potoczy? Wszystkiego się dowiemy, nie?
You must be famished after all these misfortunes. Please, serve yourself.
Thank you for this dinner, Lord Halton.
Jane, my dear, there is something I must tell you. A very long time ago, I had the great honor of meeting with your father.
What? You know my father?
Your magnificent silver hair does not allow you to hide your origins, my lady. It compels us to admire that you are a direct and noble descendant of Valyria.
Tell me, could anything be more esteemed than massacring, raping, and burning people? Well, that's exactly what my father did to my mother, as well as so many others.
Could we save this conversation for later?
Mors, is everything all right?
Yes. I just need to rest.
It is true that King Eris had his demons, and it pains me to hear your tale, my lady. But although I understand your resentment, the Targaryen dynasty reigned for 300 years. 300 years of peace and prosperity.
There were some conflicts around that time, no? If I remember rightly.
Events that were but a faint blemish in the golden age of House Targaryen. Jane, your father was unfortunately one of the last of the bloodline. Due to Robert's rebellion, it has all but disappeared. And what are we left with? A realm and people on its knees. Westeros does not deserve such a fate. The legitimate kings need to take back their throne.
And you think Jane is the heir you need?
You are aware that I am just one of Eris's bastards, aren't you? I go by the name of Greystone, not Targaryen.
Do not worry yourself with such small matters, my dear. Your family is still revered by the people, and they would welcome back the return of the dragon with open arms. For common folk, the color of your hair is all it takes. All they really need is a symbol.
A symbol? Of a mad and massacred bloodline? A tribute to the Game of Thrones? I've been trying to lead a peaceful life for such a long time. And now you ask me to run headlong into a nest of snakes?
It is our duty to reinstate the natural order, Lady Jane, and to rid the throne of the usurper.
Robert perhaps isn't the best of kings, but at least he's not a butcher.
Take your fate into your own hands, Jane. If you join us, you'll live the life you've always dreamed of.
My child is not even born, and he is already a victim of your political games. You think that's the life I dream of?
You misunderstand. He will always be safe by our sides. We will give him the Iron Throne.
I would have nothing to do with the damned throne. I just want to forget all this and live my life in peace, far from politics of the realm.
And what of him? With or without our protection, your child will still be an heir to the throne. You realize that? His enemies will involve him in all this sooner or later. Is that what you wish for his future?
Have I not made it clear? I do not care one bit for matters of the crown, and I shall never enter into any of your schemes.
I see. So there is no way to make you see reason. Believe me, that upsets me. I have just one more question for you. Do you remember that hunt where you met the usurper? Do you believe that was coincidence?
What are you suggesting?
The arrangement of that fell to us. The king was responding to an invitation from a friend. Not that long before, I had discovered your esteemed ancestry and realized that it was my duty to help you gain the throne. I made the necessary arrangements so you could quietly have your love affair with the usurper. It's thanks to this that your child has both the blood of the dragon and the stag.
Robert would never allow himself to be manipulated. He conquered the 7 kingdoms.
Unless he had enough to drink, that is. Which has a certain irony, when you think about it, since it is quite similar to what happened this evening with your friend.
Bastard. You will feel my blade.
Guards! Seize her!
Co? Oh my god, jak to się... Jak to się potoczyło? No super, ej. Niby tu miało być tak pięknie. Dobra. Mam jakieś ataki obszarowe. Okej. Kurde, za późno. O wow, ale nie spodziewałem się naprawdę, że tak to się potoczy. Znaczy... Przez chwilę dosłownie miałem takie wrażenie, że coś może być nie tak, ale potem on zaczął tam rozmawiać, wszystko tego, to mówię, a tam okej, nie ma sprawy. A, jeszcze jeden. Padnę tutaj, wy wiecie o tym dobrze. Wyrwać tarczę. O, dobra. Wyrwij mu tarczę. Juhu! Shit. Padnę? A nie. Pewnie to miało być tak, że przegrał. I wpadł. I we więzieniu się pewnie obudził. Dokładnie. Lochy, więzienie. To samo. Och, i co? I teraz on ją będzie przytrzymywał, ponieważ chce odzyskać tron. Niby dla niej. No dobra, zobaczymy jak to będzie, nie? Mam nadzieję, że wszystko się tam ładnie nagrywa i tak dalej. Stoper ustawiony. No, ładuj się, gro. Jestem ciekawy, co tam będzie dalej, a czas nieubłagalnie leci. Cóż to za doborowa ekipa. Ała.
That's good, Guts. I think he's ready now. Let me question him. Right, listen well. If you tell us what we want to know, we won't hurt you. However, if you anger me in any way, Guts will fetch his favorite tools. The last time he worked someone over, the poor lad was left a cripple and could drink through several holes. Well, for about 2 months he could. Until we killed him. And believe me, you don't want that happening to you. We'll start with an easy one. Who are you?
Dobra, będziemy na początku udawali gościa, niczemu mu nie powiemy.
A brown bear in chain mail. Half-wit.
You think you're funny? You'll regret that. Go ahead, Guts. Give him a beating. Good. Now let's try to talk like civilized blokes, shall we? Who's the girl you're with?
Which one? The one I fucked yesterday? That was your mother.
I'd say he hasn't yet learned his lesson. Feel free to give him your all this time. I can see he hasn't had enough.
My pleasure.
All right, have you calmed down? If you continue like that, you won't last long here. Now, I suggest you have a long, hard think before answering this next question. What is your true mission?
Dobra, takie coś
My
zrobimy.
mission is to go from town to town to see if the prisons can offer us any gifts for the night's watch. I came across this girl by chance on my travels, and I don't have any idea what's been happening since then.
You think you can piss in my cup and call it Arbor Gold? We found Aaron's letter in your belongings. I don't think you're just a simple recruiter and I believe even less that you met that girl by chance. What shame for you. Next time you'll think twice before trying to get me to believe your lies. Just remember this. You deserve every single second of what's coming to you. Guts here is quite the master at sculpting flesh. You'll see, you'll make a real work of art from you. Go on, Guts. Show us your talents.
Pewnie nas ktoś uratuje, przynajmniej tak mi się wydaje. No nie wygląda to zbyt przekonująco. No, teraz w miarę.
Now then, you're much prettier like that. Now you're going to tell me that it wasn't all that bad.
No. Ból jest zbyt wielki, nie mogę...
The pain is too much. It's impossible for me to get into the dog's mind.
You enjoyed that, my friend.
Z którego?
At first I really thought they'd kill you, but you got yourself out of it well in the end. Anyway, they seem determined to make you talk. As long as you have interesting things to tell them, they should keep you alive.
I have to hold on. I have to stay alive. For Jane.
No, kolejna dawka tortur
I'd
pewnie.
say he was awake. But he doesn't look good. Do you hear me, rat fucker? I hope the pain gave you something to think about. Lord Alden wants answers. So, tell me, old man. We know it's Aaron who sent you. The question is, why? Did he know of our brotherhood?
If you fuck as well as you ask questions, I wouldn't be surprised if your wife whores around
Tylko dla
just for
takich
fun.
tekstów mogę.
I must admit I find you most amusing. But my patience has its limits. Go on, Guts. Tear off a couple of his nails so he knows who he's dealing with.
Oi, nails. I enjoy that.
So, how was the first course? You will answer my questions, even if it means we have to tear your nails off one by one. Was John Aaron aware of our brotherhood? Yes or no?
Nadal będziemy udawali, że... albo...
Of course he knew. As do all those he told. Even the king knows. You are fucked.
Really? If it were true, the king would have raised his armies, and our spies would have told us of it. Why try to tell such tales? Is it a question of honor? Is that it? Are you afraid of betraying your friends? You should relax a little, you know. We already know that John Aaron turned to others to protect the girl. We know that their leader was called the Mother Hen. Go on, stop trying to summon the will to stay defiant. What's holding you back? Are you afraid of betraying your friends? You should relax a little, you know. Both are dead. Telling us what you know will not earn you their wrath. I will ask you one last time. What did John Aaron know about our brotherhood?
He knew that you were planning something. He knew that you wanted the girl. The only thing he failed to do was catch you in the act. That's the reason they sent me. I'm the bait.
And who are they?
Did you really believe that Aaron was the only one interested in you? He may be dead, but others continue his mission.
I must go and speak with Lord Alden. Guts, take care of him. He needs to be punished for not telling us this sooner.
Am I free to do as I please?
Just make sure he has a very bad night, so he has a change of heart. But don't ruin him too much, understood?
Ała. Nic więcej nie
Come,
mogę
we'll
powiedzieć.
stop there. I'm starving. We'll continue tomorrow.
Czy to będzie nasza szansa?
They keep trying, eh? I hope for your sake they tire of questioning you.
I have to find a way to free myself.
You've no chance of escaping on your own. But if I could get out of here first, then I could untie you.
Tylko gdzie ten gościu
I have
jest?
to free myself while their attention is on you. It's our only chance.
I have one last card to play. My dog.
O, czyli psa użyjemy, spoko. Biedny piesek. No, czy będę?
Come,
Sam?
Guts. Let's go back. You know what, Crow? Lord Alton wants to question you himself. If I were you, I'd be careful what I say from now on.
Czy będę
Thank you,
psem?
Harris.
Aj.
This is between him and me now. What an unfortunate situation this is, my dear Mose Westford. My men think that you are in the service of John Arryn. And according to them, you are now working on behalf of others who want to bring down our brotherhood. Let's start at the beginning. How do you know John Arryn?
Everyone knew him, half-wit. He was the king's hand. You're not that clever, are you? I hope that you've at least got more down your breeches than those virgins who've been attending to me for the past 2 days.
Harris, Guts, show our guests the price of his disrespect.
W dupie mogą mnie zabić. Jak coś
Guts,
powtórzę jeszcze raz.
find the rustiest blade you can. Tear his skin apart. No mercy. Make him think twice about being rude.
Ała, zardzewiałem. Pięknie. No spokojnie, człowieku. Ja jeszcze chcę tu grać.
So, my dear Westford, how are you enjoying our hospitality?
Well, your pets need some more training. But on the whole, it will do.
And still this insolence. Unfortunately, I cannot stay and play the fool with you for much longer. The sun will soon be rising, and more important matters require my attention. I will return before nightfall.
What about him? What do we do with him?
You shall have time to play with this rat later. Right now, I need you elsewhere. And when you see him again, give him death. And make sure he dies screaming. I want his head on my table by the time I return.
Taki kurde stary dziadek, a taki tego. Tam. Jest! Pies odzyskał przytomność, nakaż mu uwolnić swojego tymczasowego sojusznika. Piesku. Okej. Dobra. Zapach morsa. Dyn. Mam mapę? Wow, gdzie ja jestem? Parter? Flochy. Dobra. To co, lecimy, nie? Chyba, że tędy. Nie, tędy nie przejdę na pewno. Czyli mi pokazali, którędy mam iść. No dalej, szybciej. Trop tego, trop mocy. No. Co, i ty to będziesz wstał? Okej. Dobra, także może jakoś... No dalej. Co mam tu zrobić? Czy co, przebiec koło nich? Lol. To nie wydaje mi się, żeby to zadziałało. Dobra. Zauważył cię sojusznik celu. Okej. No może tu jakieś przejście jest? Nie, nie ma. Także jeszcze raz spróbujemy. Nie, no nie da się, no. No się naprawdę nie da. Chwila, R. Przecież ja tu nic nie mogę zrobić. Dobra, może on gdzieś tutaj jest. Nie. Tu też go nie ma. Tu też. może...
Hey, get out of here, filthy thing!
No dalej, ale...
Bugger off before I kick your
Kurde! Ja chciałem ich sprowokować jakoś, ale nie, no naprawdę nie mam pojęcia, co tu mam zrobić. Czyżbym musiał skorzystać z mojego poradnika? No to wygląda. No tu nic nie ma, tu jest jakieś gówno. Dosłownie.
What was that?
No to ja. Jestem psem. Co tutaj? Nie, tutaj... O, nie mogę. No nie mogę. Kurde. Chwila. Jakieś drzwi mi są potrzebne. A chwila, jakbym poszedł. Tu mam jedną celę.
Do you want a boot in your face?
Syfiasta bestio. No dobra, ale tutaj naprawdę nie mam jak przejść. Chyba, że coś się
Curse it,
popsuło.
hound! Get
Jestem
this
psem.
flea-ridden mutt away from me!
Ajajaj, prawie. Nie, dobra. Nie będę tego przedłużał w nieskończoność. Co, że nim nadeszła możliwość ataku. Dobra.
What's going on here?
A jak my mamy go zaatakować? Gror. O, jest. Mniam. Aha, mam tak naciskać, dobra. Udało nam się. Że jest już progres, wiemy jak to wykonać. Tak jest, przepięknie.
Curse it, hound!
Co, mam uciekać? Oh shit. Dobra. Chyba mi się nie udało. No, mamy cutscenkę.
What's going on here?
Szybko! Jest. Dobra. Gror. I szybko lewy przycisk myszki. Jedziemy z tym. Trzeba zagryźć kolejnego gościa. Nie mogę tutaj przerwać odcinka, bo jak widzicie, co chwilę są jakieś cutscenki. Chyba. Tak, tutaj nie ma jednak. Także na tym chyba sobie zakończymy ten odcinek. Zobaczę, czy będę mógł zapisać. Oczywiście, że będę mógł. Także jeżeli wam się spodobało, to nie wiem. To czekajcie na kolejny odcinek. Trzymajcie się, cześć.